Hey guys, it's Ted here, and I'm here to explain what is Robinhood. You'll see these videos pop up all over YouTube, and you might be wondering, you probably know it has something to do with stocks and bonds, and you probably are just wondering what is it. So Robinhood is a trading platform developed by some really free thinkers that really changed the way that trading has been done by retail investors. So retail traders are basically everyday people like you and me that want to get involved in the stock market. And the really unique thing about Robinhood is that they charge $0 per trade, zero commissions for all the trades on their platform. Typically what you have is like $3, $4, $5 or more in trade commissions per trade that you place through a brokerage. Like Thinkorswim is a scanning platform by TD Ameritrade that has their own brokerage that they charge you for every trade that you place. There's Charles Schwab and all these other brokerages that typically will charge you based on every trade that you make, some kind of commission. Now, when you're making trades on a high volume or over the course of a year, and you're doing like once a month, or you're just adding to your portfolio, those costs really do add up. So the really nice benefit of Robinhood is those $0 commissions on every trade that you place. So some of the negatives of Robinhood is it's not really good for intraday trade. So if you're trying to be that guru investor who is bouncing back and forth in stocks, getting in and out, and sniping some quick profits, it's not really the quickest interface. They don't have a fantastic execution speed for that kind of thing. It's just not really appropriate. However, if you're making swing trades, which is holding a stock for one day and then carrying it for at least 24 hours into the next day, it's called a swing trade. Those are much better if you're looking for something that if you're going to hold the stock longer than a few hours. It's a great platform to use. The reason why I'd like to advocate Robinhood is that because of those zero commissions, you can build a dividend portfolio stock, or a dividend portfolio that really can build up with that zero commissions, so that one day you wake up, you have maybe $20, $50, $100,000 in your account, and you're just making these passive income payments and getting paid more every month because of these dividends. So these dividends are really where the magic happens, and there's a few steps to getting the right stocks to give you some appropriate dividends. The field I'm specifically interested in is called real estate investment trusts. They're called REITs, and basically the great thing about these is they're based on real estate. If you are buying real estate in the real world and you have a physical property, there are a lot of great benefits to that, but it also means you're responsible for maintaining getting tenants or hiring a property manager, doing landscaping, all this crazy stuff, and construction costs, let alone just the utility bills on these properties that you have to continuously find solutions for. If you're invested in a REIT, basically you're buying a part of a very large portfolio of stocks and a very large portfolio of properties that are producing consistent income month after month. So because the bulk of the assets are spread over such a large portfolio of properties, there's a very low risk of you losing your investment, because if one property doesn't make a huge profit one month, it's usually averaged out by the rest of the properties. And you'll see a lot of these REITs have a proven track record of consistent dividend payments, and a lot of these you can get 10% a year on your investment. So why is that a big deal? Well, if you have a checking or traditional savings account, the most you're going to get is maybe in a promotional period like 3% a year. That's basically inflation on your money. So yes, it's better than just holding it under the couch and or putting in your pillow. But if you really want to make some passive income, which I have another video about, then these REITs might be a great way to go, because they average about 10% per year. So you think about that. If you have $100,000, say you build that over the course of 10 years, putting 10 grand in a year or something like that, whatever it is, you have $100,000 in that account. Suddenly you're making an extra 10 grand per year just by having your money in that brokerage account. And if you use Robinhood, then it costs you zero maintenance fees. Now there are other tiers of Robinhood besides the free platform that you can use if you're interested in using margin and certain other level 2 features, which I don't really recommend for this because you don't need them. Those are based more towards retail traders that are doing the intraday activity, and using a lot of free software like Thinkorswim through TD Ameritrade, you can get a good idea of how these REITs are performing, or even just through like Yahoo Finance right in your browser. You can get a good idea of how these REITs are performing and pick out some good ones, and really build a portfolio for yourself and start developing a passive income lifestyle. So guys, I hope that kind of answers what Robinhood is. I'll probably get some tutorials on how to use it and what some specific REITs are that I'm looking forward to working with you guys on. So for now, I'll link some of the passive investment resources I like to use in the description below. Any purchases you make through that Amazon affiliate link helps this channel out, so it doesn't even have to be the things I link to. As long as you click on that, I think it's like 24 hours you have to buy whatever, and then I get a little percentage of that. So do that, like and subscribe if you want to see some more helpful tips, and remember, as always, keep it simple. All right guys, I'll see you soon.